Coldplay threw a couple on the kiss cam. Turns out they were having an affair? I don't think even Coldplay can fix this.
I feel like this isn't a good way, and if you're gonna get caught cheating, it shouldn't be like this.
Well, maybe he should have thought of that before he was cheating.
Kiss cam is known for its heartwarming moments, but it caught an awkward one at a Coldplay concert. It zoomed in on a couple cuddling, but internet sleuths were quick to work out why they didn't want to be seen.
Don't cheat on your wife. That makes you a scumbag. Let's just start there, full stop. But if you want to be a retarded scumbag, then you can go cheat on your wife at a concert where you're liable to be put on a massive camera in front of everyone, tens of thousands of people here in Boston, watching this.
Yes. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. I'm not quite sure.
That's a Coldplay concert, and it is the most viral clip on the internet.
They had like the kiss cam kind of thing that goes around that zeroed in on this one couple.
They don't even get caught if they're just both at the concert together. They only get caught because they're openly canoodling at the concert. It betrays a lack of respect for any sort of judgment, but also for a basic value system.
The CEO of a billion-dollar business is in damage control after his affair with a colleague was exposed, of all places, on Kiss Cam.
Now, a US tech company boss has been suspended. That's after a viral video appeared to show him hugging a woman at a Coldplay concert. Astronomer says that its chief executive, Andy Byron, has been put on leave, although the company stopped short of confirming if he is the one captured in the footage. The video, which appears to show Byron embracing the company's HR director, was shown on a giant screen at the concert in Boston.
And from there, the internet didn't stop.
If you're gonna have an affair, why would you bring her to a concert in public where everybody can see you? What if you even ran into someone you knew? Who cares about the jumbotron? What if you ran into someone you knew? Huh?
Forget the Epstein files. I want to see the text messages of that astronomer CEO that got caught cheating at the Coldplay concert.
I would pay to be a fly on the wall in the office.
And this is pretty viral stuff. Or do we have to get HR involved? I know that HR was involved.
The moral of the story here is don't get caught on Kiss Cam. And the tidbit is that's not his wife.
And can we talk about the employee that was with them? She obviously knows what's going on because she's there.
But apparently, this couple will not be fans of Coldplay for long.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Oh, she's talking to her friend. That's her friend.
I'm not quite sure.
She whips her back to the camera.
Yeah.
And he actually bends down to get out of like squatting to get out of the sight. Honestly, they should have listened to me. Look, well, he's really hugging her. It's tight.
Yeah, you just lean in. You have to lean in at that point.
Right?
They're both married, not for long.
Welcome back to Tea Time with Tina. Okay, so when your husband cheats on you, it's bad. When he cheats on you at a Coldplay concert on the Kiss Cam in front of tens of thousands of people, while being called out by Chris Martin, that's not just betrayal. That's humiliation with a stadium-sized spotlight.
Oh, look at these two.
In a moment, these lovers won't ever forget.
Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
And one the world can't stop talking about.
I'm not quite sure what to do. Did we rumble in?
Kiss Cam at a Coldplay gig in Boston, and their reactions said it all. They had something to hide.
Oh, I hope we didn't do something bad.
Chris Martin knew it, the internet did too.
Andy Byron just made history as the CEO who thought cheating with his HR director in public was a good idea. Megan Carrian Byron, his wife, she just gave the internet its newest queen. And what she did next? Savage, silent, and absolutely legendary. Let's get into this corporate circus of backstabbing, public exposure, and the single worst attempt at hiding behind a barrier in human history.
It's time to kiss it goodbye. Baseball is probably not the only thing you can say that about.
So imagine you're sitting at home, sipping wine, maybe folding some laundry, while your husband says he's at a business function. Sweet, right? Now imagine checking your phone and seeing your husband, Andy Byron, blasted across social media, kissing his HR director on the jumbotron at a Coldplay concert, caught in 4K. Oh, and then Chris Martin casually says either they're having an affair or they're just shy. Chris, you didn't just say that. You detonated.
I think the actual star of this story, though, is Chris Martin, who decides, given an opportunity here, to let these people off the hook and just let the camera move along, to suggest explicitly that these people are either having an affair. I mean, seriously? You just throw the fans under the bus who paid their hard-earned money for these tickets?
Well, good call from the lead man there, because it turns out that they were, in fact, probably having an affair.
I feel bad for so many people involved in this. Like, Chris Martin is one of the sweetest guys. I'm a huge Coldplay fan. Like, really a genuinely sweet guy who's trying to do the world better. He's trying to showcase people having loving moments. And it sure looks like these two are in love, Kim. Very, very confident in such a public space. Yeah. You would think they're a couple. Would you not, Kim?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think the biggest thing that surprises me about this is how public this is.
Andy Byron didn't even pretend to look casual. He ducked behind that barrier like a guilty raccoon caught raiding a trash can. And Kristen covered her face like she'd just been outed in witness protection. Spoiler, they weren't shy. They were just dumb.
He did so many things wrong. I mean, the very first thing is, and look, I've never cheated on my wife. I'm not cheating on my wife. I love you, baby. It's her birthday.
Happy birthday.
I'm great. But if I did it, to borrow a phrase from O.J. Simpson, I sure as hell am not going to take my side chick to a stadium with 65,000 strangers.
Now don't forget to like and subscribe, because let's face it, I'm nothing without your support. Now back to the tea. Let's talk about the real victim here. Megan Carrian Byron, loyal wife, loving mom, corporate cheerleader. While Andy was playing tonsil hockey in row 12, Megan was home raising their kids, posting sweet family photos, celebrating Andy's genius tech mind. Poor woman thought she married Steve Jobs. Turns out she got Joe Exotic with a Patagonia vest. Her socials were full of support, love, and family pride. Meanwhile, Andy was out there treating the HR department like Tinder.
He's the CEO of a company called Astronomer, and that is his chief people officer. Is that what we're calling HR now? That is so weird. Chief people officer, Kristen Cabot, C-A-B-O-T. The problem here is that Andy Byron is married to someone other than Kristen Cabot, who, again, the irony of her being head of HR, and he has 2 children. And it appears that they were caught in what appears to be an affair.
This wasn't just betrayal. It was betrayal with lighting effects and a stadium soundtrack. You couldn't plan a more humiliating reveal unless Beyoncé herself dropped from the ceiling and yelled, "He cheated." It took TikTok about 45 seconds to go full CIA. They tracked down Kristen Kitt's LinkedIn. Surprise! She's not just any employee. She's the chief people officer at Astronomer, as in the person responsible for stopping this exact kind of scandal.
Here's Astronomer's leadership. This is Andy Byron. And right down here is the chief people officer. There you go. Kristen Cabot, chief people officer. Although the weird thing is that if you click on their LinkedIns and poof, they're gone. Deleted their LinkedIns. Too bad, you know? They'll be a scumbag. And if you are a scumbag, then, well, I guess you deserve this.
Ma'am, your job is literally to prevent inappropriate workplace relationships, not lead a masterclass in how to have one. Even better, Andy is married with kids, and Kristen is recently divorced.
He is Andy Byron, the CEO of AI startup Astronomer, and she is the company's head of HR, Kristen Cabot. He is married, she is recently divorced. Both are in big trouble, as is their until recently booming billion-dollar business.
It's really exciting for our company. We see a huge opportunity ahead of us.
It would appear the future of his marriage doesn't look as exciting.
So this wasn't just a slip-up. This was a 2-household wrecking ball with a side of corporate disaster. When the dust settled, one thing became clear. The internet rides for Megan. Thousands flooded her Facebook with love bombshells. You deserve better. Drag him in court. Take everything, queen.
What a class act. Go, Megan. Get that divorce lawyer and get the money. Okay, so
even ex-boyfriends were probably lining up like, "Hey, Megan, long time no see." Meanwhile, Andy's comments, disabled.
They've now locked all their comments. Oh, no. Oh, no. Is Andy Byron and HR having an affair still hold their positions at the company? Is it ethical?
Because of course they are. You can start a billion-dollar company but can't handle a few thousand people calling you a walking red flag with a Wi-Fi connection.
He's the CEO of a software startup. She's head of his HR department. The clip everyone is talking about except for 2 people who have the most explaining to do.
This is the guy that is his head of HR. They were caught in an obvious embrace. And as soon as that cam went on them and they saw their image up on the thing, it was the worst cover-up ever. She turned her back to the camera and he just like, he looked totally humiliated, embarrassed.
Then Megan made the power move of the year. She didn't post a rant. She didn't call TMZ. She just dropped Byron from her last name. That's it. Quiet, boss-like, and definitely iconic.
Eagle-eyed observers online noted his wife has already changed her Facebook profile, removing her married name. And just like his marriage, he's also blown up the internet.
Byron is already married. Cabot recently divorced her husband, Kenneth Thornby. And apparently now the wife of the astronomer CEO has changed her last name on social media.
His wife has now deactivated her account. The wife later dropped her married name on her Facebook account.
But yeah, the internet is ripping them to shreds.
Twitter lost it. One user said, "She erased him like a typo." Another wrote, "When she dropped the name, my soul ascended." Honestly, same. In one simple update, Megan did what Andy couldn't with $1 million PR firm. She told the whole story, and it hit harder than Chris Martin's mic drop. Let's not forget Kristen Kitt, HR's biggest joke since the phrase open door policy. Her whole job is built on trust, ethics, and professionalism. Instead, she's sneaking around with the CEO like it's a bad episode of The Office written by Satan.
That's the HR lady's assistant. That's why they're able to go to concerts together, right? Because, don't worry, there's a third party there. HR is such trash, by the way. Like the entire business of HR, like every single HR department is just an absolute nightmare of people who are constantly being used to attack the best people in a company and then do stuff like this, right? On the side. It's incredible. Like, oh, they're so awful. The witches of HR are just like the bane of every company.
You're the chief people officer, not the chief pillow talk liaison. You're supposed to discipline this behavior, not be the star player. What's next? She leads a seminar on maintaining professional boundaries while actively ruining families. The only thing she should be leading is a one-way exit interview, out the door. Let's talk damage. Because Andy didn't just cheat, he turned his whole family into collateral damage. His kids now have to go to school with their classmates whispering, "Didn't your dad get caught on the kiss cam?" That's not trauma. That's public trauma with a stadium light show. Meanwhile, Astronomer the company now looks like a tech startup crossed with a soap opera. Good luck landing investors when your CEO is more famous for ducking behind a railing than for your product. And Kristen, let's just say she probably shouldn't expect a glowing peer review this quarter. While Andy and Kristen scrambled like cockroaches under a flashlight, Megan, she handled it like a boss. She shut down her socials, focused on her kids, dropped the last name, and let the world handle the rest.
Anyway, here we go. So she brought her underling there to cover for them. The CEO's wife found out about it. She's already removed his last name from her LinkedIn and Facebook. Apparently, many people at the company knew that he was sleazy, previously worked for him. Moral of the story, don't go to a Coldplay concert.
No interviews, no statements, just dignity and silence. The kind of silence that screams louder than any public apology Andy could ever fake right. She lost a husband, sure, but she gained an army. She went from CEO's wife to public icon in the time it takes to change a Twitter handle. So here we are, Andy Byron, exposed, embarrassed, and erased. Kristen Kitt, hypocritical HR queen of cringe. Megan Carrian, internet's new icon of strength and grace. Let's just take a step back and appreciate the scale of this disaster. Andy Byron didn't just blow up his marriage. He torched his image, his company's credibility, and his own dignity, all in the time it takes Chris Martin to belt out the first chorus of Fix You. And the best part? He did it all himself. No tabloids, no ex-leaking DMs, just one CEO, one HR director, and one very unfortunate kiss cam. This wasn't a private mistake. This was a stadium broadcasted, globally memed implosion that reminded everyone why unchecked power in corporate culture is a ticking time bombshell. And Kristen Kitt, the irony could power a city. A chief people officer, literally the person entrusted to protect employee trust, becoming the punchline to her own ethical guidelines. She didn't just cross a line. She pole vaulted over it while dragging the CEO behind her like a scandalous parade float. Meanwhile, Megan Carrian Byron showed us what real power looks like. She didn't yell. She didn't post rage-fueled Instagram stories. She simply removed a last name and somehow made the entire internet rise to their feet in applause. That's not weakness. That's not silence. That's strategy. That's how queens operate. And let's not forget, behind all the memes and chaos are real people. Kids, families, reputations destroyed because two people couldn't keep it low-key during a Coldplay concert. So here's the takeaway. When the people at the top act like trash, it's the ones they hurt who end up shining the brightest. Megan didn't just survive this. She won it, and we're all better off watching her take back her story, one deleted surname at a time. Whose side are you on in this Coldplay concert catastrophe? Should Megan take Andy for every last dollar and walk away with her head higher than the kiss cam? Should Kristen be booted from HR faster than Andy ducked behind that concert railing? And should Astronomer do some serious rebranding before they end up as the next Fyre Festival? Let us know in the comments. We want to hear your verdict. Drop your savage takes below. No holding back. If you're Team Megan, light up that like button like it's karma on a stage. And don't forget to subscribe, because in a world full of cheaters, liars, and corporate clowns, we're here to drag every last one of them into the spotlight. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed my content, feel free to check out some of my other videos on the top of the screen. Until next time, stay tuned, stay safe, and stay informed. Only on Tea Time with Tina.